Oh, really? No.
Do it.
No.
Let's do it. Ridiculous.
I'm wondering where we're going with this.
How do other musicians even talk to you? Why are we in black?
What kind of show is this?
They're totally inspiring.
I got hotel keys in every pocket.
This was a Beachcombers episode. You ripped this off.
You are watching Stripped Down. You are watching Stripped Down, Saskatchewan's only one-hour local music showcase, the award-winning show that brings the venue to you in the comfort of your own living room. I am your host, Curtis Anderson, and it is a huge day on Stripped Down. I always talk about it being Saskatchewan's only local showcase, but we've gone outside of the borders. Ladies and gentlemen, from the province of Alberta, tonight on Stripped Down, it's Dawn Swift.
So blindly all through the day, you walk beside me anyway. I don't know what to say or what to do next. I'm gonna run just as far away as I can. Gonna leave my troubles for a while, maybe go in style. And I feel like running today, and I feel like running today. Sometimes get this feeling way down deep in my heart. It's always pulling at me, threatens to tear me apart. And I feel like running today. Sometimes get this feeling way down. I sometimes get this feeling way down. I sometimes get this feeling way down deep. And I feel like running today. And I feel like running today. And I feel like running today.
You're watching Stripped Down. We're spending 60 minutes with Dawn Swift, driving in to Saskatoon today.
Yeah.
Today, all the way from Red Deer, Alberta. That is an honor for this show. Thank you so much for making the drive.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me. It was a good drive. It's just a good opportunity to,
Thank you so much.
to
That
be
makes,
here.
on behalf of Stripped Down, that makes
Yeah.
us feel really good. I mean, we hit all over Saskatchewan. It's rare we get talent outside of that. That's why we are the Saskatchewan Showcase, but we definitely welcome it. So I got to start with that, ask you the question, how do you know about Stripped Down? It's not like you can just dial it up in Alberta and watch it on Shaw.
Well, I met Andesha
Okay.
while I was working, and yeah, she just heard me playing, and she mentioned you, and yeah, next thing you know, I guess she had a song that I wrote, and you heard of me, and you gave me a shout, and
It was
And
kind of
here I am.
nice. And
Yeah.
Desha, we have a ton of mutual friends, a lot of the crew of Stripped Down, but I never really actually have met her. You know,
Yeah,
had a conversation
yeah.
with her, so I had the opportunity to do
Yeah.
that right before we started rolling too. And
Yeah.
sorry, what? How do you know her again?
Well, like she did a volunteer placement at a place in Red Deer called the Hub,
Okay.
and it's just a really neat place where people get together and do music and things like that. And so I was just met her there and was doing some music, and she liked it.
Nice.
So
Yeah, we can't see her. She's off in the distance behind the camera.
yeah.
But
So-
she was instrumental in making a last minute decision about your performance attire as well. She
Oh,
walked in,
yeah,
we were
well-
about to start, and she said, "Where's the toque?"
yeah, well, I
I
wear
guess
this,
that's kind of a trademark, or
people are gonna laugh because I wear it all the time, so much so that like, it irritates my friends sometimes.
so you
But
wear
I
it all
wear
the
I
time?
wear it at home, and it's just comfortable.
So what was the
And,
thought process of not wearing it on stripped down?
I don't know. I just thought if you're stripped down, you might as well, I can tell. Maybe I'll take it off at the, towards the end there.
The halfway point?
And you can see my hairdo.
Fair
So,
enough. All right. You're driving here, 7-hour drive from
Yeah.
Red Deer to come play on Stripped Down in the Shaw Studios. What's going through your head?
Oh,
What are you
boy.
thinking about while you're driving?
Just excited and just trying to relax and
Mm-hmm.
never done a TV show before, so just trying to think of what Saskatchewan has to offer, and I just like the Saskatoon shines.
Yep.
So far.
You can't miss
So
it when
far
you
it
come
is,
in.
and-
It's written on everything.
Yeah,
And again, right before we started, there was talk about opening with a song called the Alberta song, and you chose not to. But we're going to hear that tonight.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So, just thanks to Alberta, just a song about, rebuilding and just, people that are just really friendly and
I made it. We kind of joked about it, but you said you actually, have a love of all provinces, and you sound like you've kind of traveled Canada once or twice.
a bit. I haven't been fortunate enough to do the Quebec thing. Yeah, there's a few provinces, and I've been to Nova Scotia, and it's beautiful out east, and my mom lives in Victoria, and it's beautiful there, and I'd rather just travel Canada myself. I haven't seen it all even yet, kind of thing. So.
All right, we got lots to talk about tonight. Again, we're spending an hour with Dawn Swift here on Shaw TV. We should get to song number 2, but before we do that, what was song number 1 and what was it about? We're gonna ask you lyrically.
Oh, that song was just called "I Feel Like Running Today." It's just basically, I joke around and say it's about wanting to quit your job and just everything just kind of go, but it's also just about, being honest that we don't always know which way we're going. You're kind of guessing a lot, and just you just kind of go with it, So today, even like I say, coming here was just sometimes like, wow, it's exciting, and I think, well, what am I doing? But it's life is just full of great things that you can do if you set your mind to to go do them. So
It was kind of a last minute show as well, because we talked Sunday about coming out here, which is pretty short notice, especially coming from Red Deer, Alberta. But we were just in a situation where the band that was supposed to be on this week had to push it back a week, and it just worked out perfectly.
Well, my wife
I
said,
saw the email pop up, and
so my wife just said, just go.
nice.
And she's great, and I got to tell you, we just had a baby.
Congratulations.
4-month-old baby boy named Eli. He's so cute. I can't stand it. So there you go. And he's,
Well, that's okay. I was worried about your driving back after the show, but you haven't slept for 4 months, so you'll be fine.
He's pretty good at night. He sleeps pretty well, but we just got him in the Jolly Jumper there, and that's a lot of fun. He's just starting to bounce around and things. So.
That's probably going to switch up the songwriting a little bit now that you're a dad.
I've already got a song.
Oh yeah.
And I'm working on it. Maybe if I come again, I'll play that.
Well, where are we going next? Song number 2. What's this called?
Well, it's called This Life. Oh boy, when I got to Red Deer quickly, I rented a room with no windows for $50 a month, and I'll just sing it for you.
Go ahead.
All right,
take it away, Dawn Swift.
Thanks.
It's raining raining on the inside. Can't tell if it's day or night, but at least I'm alive. I'm really thinking things are okay. Put the coffee on. Come on, put the coffee on. I like it black, I like it strong, and there you go. I'm really thinking things are okay. In this life, you've got to look into the positive, 'cause you deserve to be in this life. You've got to look into the positive when you don't know which way to go, and things are moving much too slow. Got you feeling like an alien. Little dogs and blue skies keep me clinging to the vine, right or wrong. I'm really thinking things are okay. Put the coffee on. In this life, you've got to look into the positive, 'cause you deserve to be in this life. Look into the positive when you don't know which way to go, and things are moving much too slow. Got you feeling like an alien. Alien, got you feeling like an alien. Come on, put the coffee on. I'm really thinking things are okay. Really thinking things are okay. Put the coffee on. I'm really thinking things are okay.
We're spending 60 minutes with Dawn Swift here on Strip Down. We are gearing up for our first commercial break, but you mentioned your lovely wife before the last song, and a camera op was inquiring about those lovely Rice Krispie squares that are currently on set.
Yeah.
I think they were from your wife for the trip.
Well, yeah, but I said, give them to you guys. But
He was inquiring. I think. Can I get him on?
Oh, there you go.
All right. Can you go wide on this, Jordan? All right. Mr. Jesse Gordon, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, bud. Let me know. Give it the taste test. All the way. It was imported from Red Deer, Alberta. There it is! Jesse Gordon, seal of approval.
There you go.
All
That's
right,
good. Is it good?
We're going to our first commercial break. Stick around. We have lots more Strip Down coming up right after this. I can hear you.
Life's supposed to be a good time too. It's not too late. It's not too late. And if you have some problems on the way, I can relate. I can relate.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
Do you know where stuff goes once it's flushed down the toilet? It travels down pipes under our streets to a sewage treatment plant. There it is cleaned up through a variety of processes before it is sent back out in our lakes or rivers. The problem occurs when people flush things down the toilet like makeup, cleaning supplies, and some pharmaceuticals that the sewage treatment plant can't clean up. They are dumped untreated into our waterways, which other people depend on for their drinking water. Some cities continue to dump their sewage untreated into our waterways, while others are using innovative thinking to reuse sewage byproducts as fertilizer. What can you do? Be sure to properly dispose of any chemicals or unused medicine at your city's hazardous waste disposal site.
It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
You're watching Strip Down. We're spending 60 minutes with Dawn Swift, who drove in today from Red Deer, Alberta. I can't say that enough. That's such an honor. Again, just that's a long drive. We've had people come from Regina and PA and Swift Current, and that's we've had some people from Ontario, but they were on tour, so that doesn't really count. You kind of get like the Hardcore Strip Down award for making that drive.
Thanks.
You excited? You having
yeah,
fun so far?
I'm very excited. Yeah.
All right, one segment down.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to, to do this. Yeah, I'm glad I came. This is just a great place. So
Let's get to know you a little more. Tell me about the upbringing, learning music. You got playing.
Oh, I started with the drums around 11.
Okay.
My sister had a record collection, and well, I'm gonna date myself to 45s.
Okay.
And I just used to put them on a record player and drop them and just play drums to them. So I I love songs, so I drum.
Mm-hmm.
I just love being a part of a song.
You were mentioning you're a drummer before a guitarist.
Yeah, I mean, even still,
now?
That's pretty much what people call me for. And if there's a drum set there, I usually end up on it. So this is nice. But people are pushing me. They're saying, like just lately, some of the things that I've been doing, and some of these songs are just about sort of rebuilding it. When you write them, sometimes it's hard to sing them for people when they're kind of fresh. So it's just I'm going to release something pretty soon, I hope. And
You could have just bought your drum set. Just played that instead of the guitar.
Yeah.
You could have done that. Would have been a little more difficult, maybe not quite as melodic, but.
Yeah. Well, drum solos are good. You don't want to go too long.
An hour.
When I play live, I usually it's good to get about 30, 40 seconds of a good one in there, just to.
Yeah,
not the big drawn out one, but I'd love to come back and bring some drums and.
All right, we're still talking about the early years. You're drumming along to your sister's records.
Yeah.
Keep going up. You're in high school, playing various bands, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Is this all in Red Deer still?
Oh, I'm actually from Ontario.
Okay.
See, so that's why I wrote the Alberta songs. I'm from Ontario.
Okay.
Born in Nippigan and raised in a mill town called Fort Francis. And high school band. We called our band One Way. It was just because we had someone had a sign in the basement. It was a one-way sign, but we couldn't think of a name. Then we finally just looked at it. And then I just went on through. Somebody picked me up for a bar band. I was 17. I had to go in the coffee shop and on the breaks and things like that. And then I went to Vancouver and played out there in an original band. And I've played in various bands over the years, covered bands and that kind of thing. But usually there's always an original element. I just love original songs. So anybody that plays the originals, that's what I look for, and I like to be a part of the drums on original stuff. So.
All right. Well, let's take a break from the story. We'll get the latter years to current after the next song.
Yeah.
So what is song number 3?
This one's called Power Windows. It's about my grandpa, my late grandpa. An eccentric fellow had a Buick Wildcat with power windows, and the story is when he drives around Winnipeg, and if he has to go to the grocery store or whatever, he would make his route so it's all right-hand turns. Okay. So he'd right-hand turn all the way, and then right-hand turn all the way back, kind of thing. So, a very eccentric fellow.
Bit of a challenge.
And I guess he's always found a way to do it, but he was
ambitious,
eccentric, and wonderful. And this one's about got my grandpa running through it, I guess.
Take it away.
Okay, thanks.
comes a paper boy. He's riding across the lawn, and it's warm out, warm out. I hear the neighbor's dog. He's barking at the spokes. He's not going anywhere, going anywhere he wants to go. Na 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 na, Monday morning, and it's all going on, and it's all going on, and he's turning right, he's turning right, and it's all going on, and it's all going on, and he's turning right, he's turning right, he's got power windows. The sprinkler's going back and forth across the lawn, and the children jump on through. Water dances on the sidewalk. And it's all going on, and it's all going on, and he's turning right. The man, he's turning right, and it's all going on, and it's all going on, and he's turning right, he's turning right, he's got power windows. Na 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 na, na 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 na, Monday morning, Monday morning.
You're watching Stripped Down with Dawn Swift. Before that last song, we were kind of halfway through the life story, if you will, of Dawn
God.
Swift. So we ended, you were in high school, playing a bunch of high school different bands. One Way was the name of the current one.
I mean, there's, I don't know, where to take you. I mean, I could take you to current.
You leave high school, obviously still interested in music.
Yeah, like I went to the coast and played in the band out there, and sort of 84.
Okay.
So we had like a 5-piece band. It was around the time when Van Halen was out and didn't Jump and all that kind of stuff, and
So did you have the suits, and were you?
Well, they made us.
Did you have the 80s look?
Yeah, they made us wear like striped pants and all that good stuff.
Really?
They took us.
You had people that made you do stuff. That
Yeah, we
means
got
you probably
we got paid to practice and stuff
pretty
like that.
big.
We were, but yeah, I mean, so I started playing guitar. 92, and when I got to Red Deer in 98, I always wanted to busk, and so that, like a lot of these songs, I kind of wrote on the street a bit, but I've met just fantastic people there, and I currently play with a girl named Randy Bolton, and she's incredible, just an incredible writer. And so, yeah, I'm drumming for her, and another guy named Jamie Woodfin, who's a country guy, and I'm just kind of doing some writing with them, coming up with some of the lines that they have in country songs. And
seems like you're pretty hooked up. You know, before we started rolling again, we welcomed back Bryn Kreisa, who's been on tour for the last month with Violent Kin, and she told a story about how she shared an elevator with Sarah McLachlan, and you have a connection to Sarah McLachlan too.
well, I haven't, yeah, like the band that I played with in Vancouver, it was called Matrix, and the bass player is Brian Minato. So I haven't talked to Brian in a long time, but I just finally opened a MySpace page, and I was forced again to open a Facebook. I just did that yesterday, believe it or not. So I have all these people sending me friendship requests. And
That's awesome.
It's like getting a big hug from all these people, and then you just sort of say yes and yes. And
Facebook seems daunting at first, but
well,
once
I'm
you start
just kind of
getting
a slow mover, so it's just
I can't even knock that social network. It's pretty sweet. It's so easy to connect with people, and I can only imagine how many opportunities that opens up for an artist, right? So
it's powerful. Yeah.
I also made you a Facebook graphic, which we may use later on in the show. So that's
okay.
I was just assuming you had a Facebook, but that's pretty. There it is. Facebook Don Swift. See, there we go.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, just got it yesterday.
I'm ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue. Let's do another song before we take our second commercial break. And when we come back, I understand we may be joined by a surprise guest.
Okay.
And we also have to talk about albums and all sorts of things. So, where do we go next?
Well, this song is called Jessie May. It's about my daughter. She's 15. I called her on the way here, and I said I was going to play this song. And, she lives in Winnipeg.
Wow.
So.
All right, Jessie May.
This one's about well, I'll just play it for you. So.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, things they just got crazy. Well, you're too young to understand the ways of the world. It's not about you. Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, things they just got hazy. Well, you're too young to understand. You're too young to save me. It's not about you. About you, about you, about you, my little Jessie. Oh, Jessie May, Jessie May, Jessie. Oh, Jessie May, Jessie, it's not about you. All day long I sit and beg my hands to move with patience. Well, you're too young to understand. You're too young to fake it. It's not about you. Jessie, Jessie, it's not about you. Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, things they just got crazy. Well, you're too young to understand the ways of the world. And I don't know what's going on. Well, things they just got hazy. Well, you're too young to understand. You're too young to save me. It's not about you. Jessie, Jessie, Jesse.
We're spending 60 minutes with Red Deer, Alberta's Dawn Swift. We have to take our second commercial break, but make sure you stick around because when we come back, we're going to be joined by another person right here on stage, the young lady who made this whole episode happen. So stick around. We got lots more Strip Down coming up right after this.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Mother's Music. (617 8th Street East, Saskatoon), on the web at mothersmusic.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
Do you know what happens to water once it's gone down the storm sewer? It's carried by pipes under the street and dumped into our lakes and rivers. The trouble is, excess chemicals from our yard and parks and oil and gas spills from the street also gets washed down the storm sewer and end up in our waterways. These bodies of water are home to fish and wildlife and often is where we get our drinking water. Some cities are dealing with the problem by holding the water in ponds first, while natural processes absorb many of the pollutants. We can do our part by not over-fertilizing or over-watering our lawns. We can also keep our cars tuned up so they don't leak oil and clean them in a car wash so we don't send detergent into our waterways.
It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
You're watching Strip Down. We're spending 60 minutes with Dawn Swift from Red Deer. I'm all thrown for a loop now because joining us right now is the young lady who made this all happen. It's Andesha making her Strip Down debut. How are you doing? Thrown on the spot. I hope your mic works. We didn't have time to test it, so say hello to the Shaw TV viewers.
Hello.
Yeah, we're all good. We're getting there. Sweet. Good. Explain how this all panned out. Here we are in the Shaw Studios in Saskatoon. He's from Red Deer. We've barely met. Tell the story.
Well, I was volunteering with Canada World Youth, and I was in Red Deer, Alberta, and my work placement was the Hub. And Don works at the Hub also, every now and again. He was there as often as I was, and we just became good friends. I think the first day I actually worked there, I heard him play acoustic, and all his friends were playing, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And he can just get up, and we'd have shows at the Hub often, and he'd get up and he'd just play the drums with any band. He didn't have to hear them beforehand. He'd just go up and play with them. He was really good.
So you promoted the Strip Down Saskatoon show out in Red Deer.
Yeah, I did. I had heard him, and he had been trying to, or I asked him if he was trying to, like, maybe, what's the word?
Expand?
Expand, yeah, that's a good word for it. And then he said, yeah, why not? And so I told him about Strip Down, and that's how it all happened, I guess. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, anytime.
And the relationship here, you know a lot of the crew members. Like, I've seen you some, like, Pirate Fridays shows.
Yeah.
But again, we've never really actually talked.
Yeah.
So you're friends with most of the crew here?
Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of the crew here. Laura and I were good friends, and Jesse and I just met. Oh, I only know his pretend name, Jeremy.
The Biz? The Biz is his real name.
I called him Jeremy last night. I had met him then.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've a rare time we have a studio audience. How's the show looking?
It's-
You actually get to. It works both ways because you get to watch it. He actually has someone to play to.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
always the biggest criticism when people come on. They're like, "It's weird playing to nobody."
Yeah.
I'm like, just
Happy to help.
Think of thousands of people in that corner of the small room. Just play to them.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. To make sure this transition isn't too awkward, we're gonna remove the chair, and let you play your next song. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
How do I do it?
We're gonna have to unplug you.
Uh,
There you go. You're safe. Walk off.
It's a long, long drive. My soul prompting my mind. Insecurity and confidence collide. Honesty beckoning. She's seeping through my reed. I'm so happy to finally hit Manitoba. And the bare feet running on the grass and sand castles that are falling on. And the little laughter that I'll hear, I'll have to make up for lost time. Make up for lost time. And I can't seem to get along without. And I can't seem to get along without. And I can't seem to get along without you. And the tennis rackets on the road and hockey players that I know, peeling corn cobs on the step, chalk inscribed on the cement, inscribed on the cement. 'Cause it's a long, long drive. Honesty beckoning. And the bare feet running on the grass and sand castles that are falling on. And the little laughter that I'll hear, I'll have to catch some other time. And the tennis rackets on the road and hockey players that I've known, peeling corn cobs on the step, chalk inscribed on the cement, inscribed on the cement.
You're watching Strip Down. We're spending 60 minutes with Dawn Swift. We're well over halfway. We've met Andesha. It's been a fun time so far tonight. You enjoying it? Happy you made the insane 7-hour trip from Red Deer?
Well, it's fun. It's, like I said, it's a new experience for me, and I'm just, I think you guys do a great thing.
Thank you so much. You have to be an ambassador. You have to go back to Red Deer and tell everybody about this cool show that's totally worth the 7-hour drive to Saskatoon.
Well, yeah, it was about 6 actually.
Oh, well, you sped. Good.
Well, yeah, I started in Pinoca, so. But yeah, no, I know some artists there that I'm sure they'd come and see you.
We're plowing through time, so really quick, I want to talk influences. I always try to guess. It's usually quite apparent with most artists, but can't get a read on who you kind of grew up listening to and idolizing. Seems like it may be kind of all over the map. I left that out, like when it says influences. There's just so many. I mean, as far as guys that I admire a lot, I mean, Gordon Lightfoot, I admire him so much. And for like drummers, Jeff Beccaro from Toto, and just Motown music, that kind of stuff. Just any hit song, I can access, whether it's old or new. So I'll kind of leave that one alone a bit. I think there's just there's just so many. I mean, you just sort of, sometimes I won't buy things on purpose, so I'll hear stuff randomly, or if I get a disc, I'll just listen to it for. I'll take a disc and listen to it for a month, and I'll just give it away or whatever. I don't really put too much.
I try to go as much my own way as I can. I admire all the artists, but I just try to
that's a really
figure
cool
out which
process.
way that I'll go. Yeah.
Well done. All right. Well, I don't want to burn up too much time because we're kind of running out here. So let's get to another song.
Sure.
Last commercial break, and then we'll wrap up with Dawn Swift. All right. So what's next?
This one is called "The Way It Goes," and it was just inspired by the Trade Center thing. I don't like planes, so I just use train in it. And I like trains, and that's pretty much what it is. It's just inspired by those events. And there might be a little bit of other stuff in it too. Sometimes it creeps in on the edges of my song, I guess. But I'd say thanks for asking. It's fun to sit down and talk about, get somebody to ask you what the songs are about. It's
point of the show.
It's pretty.
Point of the show, my friend.
I've never really done it, so it's fun.
Well, you're doing a great job and having a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next song,
Chris.
do a quick commercial break, and then we'll wrap up. All right?
Yeah. It's only destination when your train gets you there. So open up your heart and try. And you can plan for tomorrow's race, never make it through your day. Where your heart behind or in front of you. 'Cause it's just the way it just the way it goes. Oh, knocking on the door to heaven, we're all somewhere in that line. But will it help us to change our point of view? And you can plan for tomorrow, never make it through today. Where your heart behind or in front of you. 'Cause it's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes.
Love stays together, love lasts forever. Love stays together, yeah. Love stays together, love lasts forever. And you know, it's only destination when your train gets you there. So open up your heart and fly. And you can plan for tomorrow's race, never make it through your day. Wear your heart behind or in front of you, 'cause it's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. Love stays together, love lasts forever. Love stays together, yeah. Just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. Just the way it
You're watching Strip Down with Don Swift, and I got to apologize to director Jay Neufeld. Somewhere along the lines, I moved my chair off his markers. He only lets me do one thing. He tells me to sit on the chair and don't move it. That's his only request each week, and I've broken it, so I apologize to Jay Neufeld. The last shot might have looked like this, because my chair was moved over. I don't know. Anyways, we're wrapping up with Don Swift coming up right after this last commercial break. Stick around, we wrap it up.
To your boys, if it makes a difference, standing in out of choice, I'll glad.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Mother's Music. (617 8th Street East, Saskatoon), on the web at mothersmusic.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Do you know where stuff goes once it's flushed down the toilet?
It travels down pipes under our streets to a sewage treatment plant. There it is cleaned up through a variety of processes before it is sent back out in our lakes or rivers. The problem occurs when people flush things down the toilet like makeup, cleaning supplies, and some pharmaceuticals that the sewage treatment plant can't clean up. They are dumped untreated into our waterways, which other people depend on for their drinking water. Some cities continue to dump their sewage untreated into our waterways, while others are using innovative thinking to reuse sewage byproducts as fertilizer. What can you do? Be sure to properly dispose of any chemicals or unused medicine at your city's hazardous waste disposal site.
It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Swift.
Go lay down your city voices, put them down, lay them down. Go lay down your city voices, put them down. It's out of your hands. There's a kamikaze loving feeling. Children play, kamikaze loving feeling. Children play, it's out of your hands. There's a celebration all around you, on the sand, celebrations all around you, on the sand, it's out of your hands. Put 'em down, lay them down. Children play, on the sand, it's out of your hands. It's out of your hands. It's out of your hands. Put 'em down, lay them down. Children play, on the sand, it's out of your hands. It's out of your hands.
Wrapping things up with Don Swift, who again drove all the way to Saskatoon from Red Deer to do Strip Down. That's a big honor for us. I'm excited, as I said before, when people come from Regina to do Strip Down, but you trump that coming out of province. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like the show is, doing the service we all wanted it to when we started.
I think that's great. It's good to have a little province pride, but what I think it's nice that you just say, come to our province. Just being welcome everywhere. It just keeps people friendly and open. But I mean, Canada's full of friendly and open people anyway. So
heck yeah, it is. One thing we didn't talk about in the entire hour: how can people get their hands on your music?
Well, I've got to record it. I've got one song that I just got my brother-in-law to record, and I've just been using it. I've entered a couple contests. I entered that one, and then there's one in Calgary. So I just forgot the question. You want to know when or where?
How can people?
Yeah,
people are watching this. Going, I want to pick up that guy's CD. I want to check.
I guess just go to my
online.
Just go to my MySpace, and I'll just keep updating it. I want to get 8 to 10 songs. Pick an instrumentalist for each one, like a violin on one and a trumpet on another. And I've got a few guys picked out already. And just kind of do a quiet album, maybe some brushes in the background, that kind of thing. And
so it's a long-term thing right now. It's a long-term idea, getting this all done.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go one at a time. But once I get going, I wouldn't be surprised if I could finish it by this year. I think I can. I'm not really, a lot of it. It comes down to money a bit, but just the technique that you want to use to record, or if you're an acoustic album, it's just a matter of finding the right place, nice, comfortable place. This would be a good studio.
You're welcome back anytime. If you want to bring a bunch of recording equipment, we'll do it up for you.
So yeah, well, you got some engineers here.
Our Saskatchewan door is always welcome here for you, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm just I'm having fun. I don't want to go back.
I know.
Yeah, maybe
we got to end. I'm sorry, we're ending on a note of love, though.
Yeah.
Did you have fun tonight?
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Worth the drive?
Oh,
I said as soon as you play your
totally
last
worth it.
song, I'm going to run out and buy you the biggest coffee, sir, and help you
Yeah,
load up and get you on your way for the big drive back to.
Well, I'm pretty excited. I'll probably be able to stay awake pretty good.
Nice.
But yeah, maybe a coffee too.
Done. Before you play your last song, I got to do a little extra here. Hey, we never do this. Thanks to Andesha for making this all happen. That's right, a personal thanks during the closing credits. There you go. Our cast and crew, our sponsors, Ultimo Uramoto Mother's Music, and our newest sponsor, Mr. Sicily Pizza, who is about to feed the crew in mere minutes the minute we stop taping. That being said, if you like Strip Down, go to Facebook, like Strip Down. If you don't like Strip Down, go to our Facebook, like it anyways, just to show me. Anyways, for the last time tonight, it's been a lot of fun. From Red Deer, Alberta, for the last time tonight, Don Swift. Thank you so much, sir. Play us out.
Thank you.
Is this the Alberta song?
This is the Alberta song.
The Alberta song.
The wind blows around and the streets make their sounds. High heels clicking on the sidewalks. Well, cigarettes on the ground, though it might sound profound, it's just a feeling. An Ontario boy with a guitar for a toy. Vancouver bound, mid-April. He's looking for God, learning to appreciate what he's got. It's just a feeling. Hey Alberta, here's to you. Hey Alberta. Well, children on benches, roughnecks in the trenches, traffic and people all around. The Gates Avenue crowd, though it might sound profound, it's just a feeling. Hey Alberta, here's to you. Hey Alberta. Well, love me like a brother, hold me like a mother. Well, you picked me up when I was feeling down. Well, children all around me, well, maybe love has found me. It's just a feeling. Just a feeling. Living in the feeling. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's to you. Hey Alberta. Hey Alberta. Yeah. Hey Alberta. Yeah, 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 yeah.
His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best.
We got a brand new episode of Strip Down coming up for you this week, and yes, it's still the Saskatchewan Music Showcase. However, this week, coming all the way from Red Deer, Alberta, it's Dawn Swift.